So this video is going to demonstrate how to import AutoCAD DXFs into Cabinetvision and how to get the AutoCAD file ready to import. So we will take a job file and open it up in AutoCAD. And what we are going to do is kind of get rid of some of the extra items that we don't need into this. Show how to turn off the layers that we don't need, and then convert everything to a DXF. So the first thing I'm going to do to make this go a little faster is delete some of the stuff that we do not need that is in the drawing here. Now we're going to select and turn off some layers that we don't need, like the dimensions. So we will select our layer tool that turns off layers that you select. Let's see. Alright, so here we have a floor plan and two elevations that we will be importing into our drawing. So now what we need to do is get everything onto the zero layer, and we need to break down the hatches and explode them so that they'll import the way that we want to. The hatch itself is an object in AutoCAD that cannot be imported, but once it's exploded it can be imported, but not as a hatch, just as lines. So we will select everything. We will type X for explode and select yes for disregard. We're going to do this twice. Now we're going to select everything, and actually we'll release for a second. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got. I think we've exploded. Now the hatches are all disassociated, so that looks good. Select everything, and we're going to put it all on the zero layer. Now we can zoom in and see that there's a few items left that were not on the zero layer. Alright. Should all be good and ready to import. We can leave the rest of this for a little later. It's easier to clean drawings up in AutoCAD than it is to clean them up in Cabinetvision, so just because of the way that you're able to select in AutoCAD. So after I clean up all these loose ends here, we'll get ready to import. Okay, now we have cleaned up all of the drawing so that the dimensions that we don't need are there. We got rid of any loose lines that we didn't want. And we're ready to convert this to a DXF. So we're going to go ahead and get on the 0 layer. Now we're going to do a save. And then now we're going to do a save as release 12 DXF. So we're saving as an AutoCAD release 12 DXF. And this says that there's objects, so you can just ignore this message. It's going to take a couple of seconds for the drawing to convert. Now it's done, and we'll just close it out. Hit no. And now we have our sample DXF. So now we'll open up Cabinetvision and start a new job. Go into our CAD, insert DXF. We'll browse to our desktop where I have the folder saved. Desktop, job DXF, our sample DXF. Open. Now we will import it. Again, it'll take a few seconds for it to load. Now you can see that there's a lot of extraneous lines and things like that, which we don't need. So I'm going to uncheck all of these boxes that are not the 0 layer. And now, just leaving the 0 layer on, I will hit OK and click on the screen. Again, everything imports as a single symbol or block grouped together, so I'll right click to ungroup. And now we have imported the drawings. In this instance, if we compare the original AutoCAD file to the current one, we can see that the drawing has rotated 180 degrees. We can see that the large clear story windows, the tall cabinet is on the left, and the sink is on the right. And here we have the large clear story windows, the tall cabinet on the left, and the sink on the right. So we know that the image isn't flipped or mirrored, it's just rotated 180 degrees. So we will rotate it back. So we'll go into our CAD function, select around everything, transform, rotate, right or left, 180 degrees. Now we'll release the drawing. Now it's just as it is or was in the AutoCAD drawing. And one thing that's nice with AutoCAD files is the scale doesn't change. So you pretty much stay exactly when you measure. That's 30 and 1/32, so we probably snap to the outside of a edge banding line or something, but it's 30 inches wide, which is what the cabinet width was. So, and our hatches came in exploded, but they're there so that we can still use them. Now you can see that the dashed lines that would normally represent your hinge marks are now solid lines, and everything imports in black. At this point, you're ready to edit the drawings or edit the CAD files, change the layers. For example, if you wanted to take and select the hinge lines, the architectural hinge lines, you can hold your control button down and select multiple lines. You can change colors, you can change them to dashed lines, and customize this any way you need. And again, if you want to rotate the drawing so that it is left 90 degrees, move it as a group. Now you have it upright so you can edit it, and your text has come in. So that explains how to get your DXF files or your DWG files into Cabinetvision as DXFs.